Aunty Faith, come here. Let's look at your CV together. Under the section for hobbies and interests, what did you write? You wrote reading. Reading wide. Aunty Faith, when was the last time you read anything that wasn't a WhatsApp status or a Facebook caption? You and I know that the only thing that you have read wide recently is the comment section of a celebrity page to see who is fighting who and who is winning the argument. Calm down. Let's reason together before reading becomes a big trap in your next interview. Imagine you are in an interview for a senior role. The HR manager is smiling. Everything is going well. Then he looks at the bottom of your CV and says, "Oh, I see you love reading. That's great. I'm a reader too. So tell me, what was the last book you read that changed your perspective on leadership?" Suddenly, you start sweating. You start looking at the ceiling. You are trying to remember the name of that book you saw in a secondary school library 15 years ago. Uh, I read Things Fall Apart. And to say, things have already fallen apart. You're applying for a fintech role and you are quoting Chinua Achebe from 1958. The HR manager is not impressed. He's thinking, if this one can lie about a small thing like a hobby, what will he do to our company's quarterly reports? You see that hobby named reading. It is a line that has traveled from generation to generation like family land. Everywhere you look, reading. Every CV you look, reading. Every graduate, reading. Out of 100% of CV I come across every day, don't be surprised that 95% of them wrote reading as their hobby. It has become a default setting. It is what most people write when they don't want to admit that their real hobby is sleeping, eating, and rewatching movies that they have seen over 10 times already. Writing reading as a hobby without being able to defend it is like putting fluent in French in your CV when the only thing you know in French is bonjour. Now, let's fix your hobby section quickly. One, if you truly love reading, then be specific. Don't just say reading. For example, say reading non-fiction books on leadership or following industry trends in renewable energy. Now, that sounds like someone who is very intentional. Two, if you don't read, don't write it. There is no law that says you must be a bookworm to get a job. If your hobby is long distance cycling, write it. It shows discipline. If it is playing chess, write it. It shows strategic thinking. If it is cooking new recipes, write it. It shows creativity. So use your hobby to sell your skills. Solving Sudoku puzzles shows analytical mindset. Hiking shows physical and mental stamina. Even if your hobby is arguing with people on Twitter, write it. It shows you can defend a position. Imagine what good that would do you if you are applying for a position as a lawyer. So stop using reading as a filler. If you put it there, then be ready to discuss the last 3 books you finished. Be ready to explain how they apply to your career. If you haven't read a book since you graduated 5 years ago, please delete that line today. Your CV is a marketing document. Don't fill it with lies that will turn into a spiritual trap during your interview. And to fail, I know you are stubborn. Well, if you insist on leaving reading on your CV, then go and read the Pathfinder. At least you can tell an interviewer how it helped you to choose a fulfilling career path, how it helps you navigate challenges, and how the central lessons in it has helped you to become an invaluable asset their organization won't want to miss. And yes, your career needs the Pathfinder.
Your journey to a fulfilling career can start today. Get your copy at awaketopowercom.com/bookstore.